My name is Mrs. Salas. I'm the Family Outreach Teacher on Special Assignment. We want to welcome you to our middle schools, Hawthorne School District Middle School. Our mission statement is to maximize the potential of each student to achieve educational excellence and social and emotional well-being. Your children, they have a couple more months of school, May and June, and they are getting ready for preparing for middle school. So today we know that their next stop is middle school, and we want to just provide you some information so you can have this information and be ready, for the school year. But today's agenda, we're going to do some welcome introductions. I'm going to give you a little overview of our three middle schools. You're going to get to hear from our three middle school principals and learn a little bit more about their programs and academies. And then at the end, I will talk about our open enrollment program and our permits. And at the end, we'll have some time for questions and comments. So again, we're very happy to have here our three principals from our three middle schools. We have Mr. Patterson from Bud Carson, Ms. Castellanos from Hawthorne Middle School, and Ms. Austinson from Prairie Vista Middle School. We also have our counselors, Ms. Marigold from Bud Carson, and Ms. Hollins from HMS, Hawthorne Middle School. We have our community TOSA for Prairie Vista Middle School, Ms. Julie Brown, and then Ms. Rivas translating for us. So thank you all again for being here, and you will get to hear all of our three principals in a bit. Again, the Hawthorne School District staff provides a high-quality transition to middle school experience and implements a rigorous academic curriculum that supports each student's academic growth. Parents are the curriculum, what students are going to be learning for language arts, for math, for science, social studies. It is the same at our three middle schools. Our middle schools work together, our staff works together, and they collaborate, but the instruction of the curriculum is the same at the three middle schools. What's different is the academy programs, and that's what our principals will be talking to you and explaining to you about that in a bit. All of our middle schools consist of a principal and assistant principal. We have dean of students, counselor, they have special projects, teachers, we have literacy and math coaches, we have psychologists, security, and then we have our community teachers on special assignments and liaisons. All of our schools have the same support staff. Also, all of our schools have the Extended Learning Opportunity Program after school. You will have to apply online, at the beginning of the school year, but our programs, the schools all have the Extended Opportunity Program, and it's every day after school up till 6 o'clock. In the Extended Learning Program after school, there's academic support, homework, assistance, tutoring. There's opportunity for enriching activities such as Lego education, there's different sports, and there's other activities such as STEAM and coding classes, chess, karate, robotics, dance and cheer team, yoga, sports, and much more. So that's a little overall of the three schools. And now you're going to get to hear from our principals. We're going to start off with Mr. Patterson from Bud Carson Middle School.
Thank you. What a warm welcome. That's fantastic. Let's hear from Mrs. Salas. And while you're in the clapping mood, let's hear it for yourselves for taking the time to come out here, right? Okay. Because let's be honest, no matter what we show you here is only a part of what we can offer, because the best thing we can offer is your support for your child. And together we can make that a teamwork, and we can make that something that we can foster and support and encourage and empower your children. So what we're going to talk about at Bud Carson is STEM. What is STEM? STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And it is our identity, right? It is what we do day in and day out. We focus on science, we focus on technology. It is in every single classroom. Kids are building with their hands, engineering, designing, and mathematics. We have several programs, which I will talk about, where students can participate in STEM activities and really get into the thinking critically and design process, and then making something, which is, it's kind of a neat thing to be able to see something from start to finish, from planning to product. Some examples of some fun activities that our students do is in Project Lead the Way, which is a curriculum, it's a coursework. It takes our students through a journey of learning, and it involves design, it involves building and testing. Here's a couple pictures you can see of our students who created roller coasters with marbles. So using gravity and force and energy and learning while having fun. The other areas that they might learn about is animatronics and robotics, and what else we have? Energy, flight, and then even medical detectives. And I know it sounds like, oh, it's learning about how to fix a problem that is medical, right? So think about all of the technology that is involved in medicine, and that's where we are. In addition, you might see students creating solar cars that are powered by the sun. I can go on and on about this, but really at its core, it's about being a problem solver, right? And isn't that what we want for our children, is to be a problem solver? Because life is gonna throw problems at you. And you have to be able to say, okay, there's a problem. How am I gonna solve it? A couple of examples, and I want to kind of point these out here. You might see these students working on a wind turbine and finding out the best way to create energy from wind. Or they might be using the wind outside and create kites and see how high they can fly and the best way they can fly. Or they might even be designing their own apartment, which is what they do using a system program on the computers, where they design and draw and then eventually will create a model. I'm also going to talk to you about outside the classroom, where learning happens in different ways. You can learn with your head and your brain, but you can also learn with your heart, and how to be a good friend, how to be the kind of person with character, the kind of person that you want to have at your job, working with you and for you. And we do that through programs like the Kind Ambassadors and the Friendship Club. Now, the Friendship Club is an organization that we've partnered with, and it's the Friendship Foundation, and they work with primarily students who have special needs. And at Bud Carson, we have students with special needs, but we also have students of typically developing peers who are friends and go out and enjoy activities with everybody. So it's an inclusive environment. We try to make sure that everybody feels like they are part of the school and welcome at our school. And we have a lot of activities, like I said, that build that character. I'm gonna invite Ms. Miracle to add a little bit, because we had some activities recently that were so much fun.
So some of the activities we do for Friendship Club, we did a peer-to-peer walk where we walked from the Manhattan Pier to the Hermosa Pier, and just to raise money for the Friendship Foundation. We also meet once a month, typically with pizza, so if that doesn't get you, I don't know what will. Pizza and friends combined, it's fantastic. But yeah, so Friendship Club is an amazing opportunity. I'm really glad that Mr. Patterson brought the Friendship Foundation to Bud Carson. And we have just made it grow and grow. Here's a picture of last year's group, and this year I think we have almost doubled that amount of students. So hopefully we can keep it growing. If you guys join next year, we can get you hooked and get you in Friendship Club as soon as possible.
And then these are also students who are leaders in other ways too. So if you are a friendship club or Kind Ambassador, we might ask you to give a tour to the fifth graders who are coming onto our campus. So it's about being a friend, it's about being a leader, it's about being somebody that you can look to for help. Leadership can come in a lot of different ways. We have the AVID program, which stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, and this is in order to prepare our students for careers and college readiness, right? So we want to make sure that our students, our scholars, are looking forward and always thinking, what am I going to be doing for my career and how am I going to get there? And so through various skills, we try to make sure that those are instilled and those are applicable in real life, because eventually, all of our students are going to be on their own and in the careers and being part of society. And so that's what we want to do. And so AVID really supports that pathway, that direction towards college and careers. We visit many colleges so that students have that college experience even before they go to high school. So they're already thinking about that, and it's important. Careers are super important because we want our students to have a goal, and it is so important to have a goal. We've invited numerous professionals from within the community. These are people that you see every single day, whether it's at a grocery store or out in the community, and they came out to talk to our students about what they do and share their experience, whether they were a lawyer or a police officer. We had a race car driver. We had a race car driver come out. If you're in production finance, we had engineers come out from SpaceX and Boeing, right? And we even had a pianist, musicians. So we want our students, our scholars, to think, what could I do? What do I want to do? We also know that as parents, you're thinking about the next step, and the next step after middle school is high school, and so we're very proud that one of the nights we have is a high school informational night, where we had about 15 different high schools from the area come out and share what they have to offer to your children. And so you have that opportunity to get that information as well, so you can make the decision of where your child goes next. Much like you're here tonight, getting the information about which middle school you'd like for your child to attend. It is critical, it is so critical that we celebrate our students' achievements. And one of the things that we like to do at Bud Carson is we like to invite our families to come and celebrate together. And so we have a academic achievement night. It's not during the day, it's at night, so you can all attend after work hours, and we have a very intimate setting with snacks and refreshments. We play some nice music, and we celebrate together, right? And we really try to make it a special event so that your child feels, this is something I want more of, right? I want to keep getting these awards because I feel very acknowledged and I feel praised, which is what you do as families. We know that sports are very enticing. Many students look forward to playing and the activities that we have after school and during the day. And so at Bud Carson, we have football, volleyball, cross country. Our cross country team got first place. Our soccer team currently is playing at Rogers. That's so soccer, football, basketball, and volleyball. And it is a lot of fun, but it is also the encouragement that our scholars need, because they are student athletes. And at Bud Carson, we need to make sure that those students know that they are students first and athletes second. And in order to be on the team, you have to be achieving at a level that is appropriate and acceptable and to the expectations that we have, right? So having somebody like a coach talking to your child and encouraging them to do well in the classroom. It's just another layer of support for your child. After school clubs, if let's say volleyball or basketball or soccer is not what you're looking for, you can play chess, you can be part of our coding club, you can be part of our audio-visual club. There are so many different enrichment activities that you can be a part of. While we don't have a golf team, we do have a golf club. And so we have students who come out and they're learning how to play golf. We also have esports, which I know that for the kids here, yeah, that's a real thing. Yeah, playing games on a video system is an actual career pathway. You can do that for a living now. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that a possibility. So this kind of brings us to the end. There is going to be time for questions afterwards, but I want to give some time to the other two schools in the Hawthorne School District. But before I do that, I do want to acknowledge that whatever choice you make for a middle school, you're going to make a good choice. You're going to make a great choice, all right? Because every school, middle school in Hawthorne, has been recently received the Schools to Watch designation. And that is something that we are all very proud of. So you're not going to find another district nearby that has all their middle schools with that designation. Okay, so Ms. Merkel, do you have anything you wanted to add? No? Okay, so this is a video, because obviously I could go on and on and on, but this video is a 15-minute video of campus life, so you can see for yourself what it looks like and what it feels like to be a part of the Bud Carson family. So I'm going to pass the mic back. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia. And if you would like to scan the QR code for the picture, so you can see the video, we'll do that, and then later I will come back. Now we have Ms. Castellanos from Hawthorne Middle School.
Like Mr. Patterson said, thank you for being here tonight. I know some of you may be a little nervous about what's coming in August and they're going off to middle school. I want to assure you that the three of us are middle school people. It takes a special kind of person or a weird one that likes this age group, but we've been doing it for a very long time and we can't wait to have them on our campuses in August, and they're going to be in great hands. So you all can take a deep breath. Make sure that you want to make sure you know that they're going to be all right, and we're going to make sure that we all can grow and learn and thrive as they go ahead and develop and get into middle school. So, Hawthorne Middle School is a leading business academy, and I'm going to share what I mean by that. But HMS is designated as a business academy in the district. But one thing that we've been working on the last 2 years is developing leadership qualities in our students. So we're trying to create as many opportunities as we can for the students to own the school and be part of the school, make decisions for the school, and represent the school. And I'll be sharing with you some of those opportunities that we have. Along with Prairie Vista and Bud Carson, we are also an award winner for PBIS, which is our social emotional learning climate initiative that we have. And we are working really hard to make sure that students not only are learning in school, but they want to be in school and they want to feel safe in school. And that's a big effort that we've been doing district-wide. So HMS is located on 129th Street. We are right across the street from Washington Elementary. And that's a big advantage that we have over the other two middle schools, and I'll be sharing with you why. It gives us some special opportunities. We are probably the smallest campus in size, but we make big things happen there. And we're going to share with you some of those big events and activities that we have going on. So I shared with you that we are part of the Business Academy, and that's what we promote. In 6th grade, our students are part of an elective wheel that focuses on financial literacy. We want them to make money, but we also want them to know how to use it effectively, efficiently, and have it for a very long time, and make more of it if they can. So that's one of the focus areas that we have in 6th grade, along with career exploration. So we want them to know all of the opportunities that are available to them and what are the pathways and what would get them to be able to have those careers. So it's something that we start exploring in 6th grade. In 7th grade, we focus with Project Lead the Way, an app creator. Students create an app with Mr. Gutierrez. It's a year-long course, and at the end of it, they do the coding in order to be able to make that app be a reality. In 8th grade, we have Mr. Gaxiola, who does business communications, and we work with the Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship, where students take that knowledge and they create a product, but now they're also doing a sales pitch. There's a competition that's done with other middle schools. Before my time at HMS, I'm told that they went to Shark Tank and they had to do a presentation over there, which is really cool. But all of the skills in these classes are teaching students how to speak publicly, how to network with other people, all skills that whether or not they want to continue with business are very important in our lives. HMS is also the home of the two-way immersion bilingual academy. We have students who attend our school from Ramona who have been in the TWIBI program since kindergarten. So they've been taking classes in Spanish and English since kindergarten, and we can offer that program to them in 6th grade, where they take half of their classes in Spanish, half of their classes in English, and then in 7th and 8th grade, their elective is a Spanish language maintenance program. So that's also something that's very unique to our campus, and they still have that connection with that elementary school because we want to make sure that we continue that program for them. We have AVID, which is a program that helps students become college and career ready. Through this program, they learn skills that they are going to use in high school for sure, but are going to help them get into college and be successful there. We have special field trips for those programs. We also have a special connection with Europe, where they do some mentoring with our 7th and 8th grade students in the program. Right now we have 3 classes in 7th and 3 classes in 8th that are part of the AVID program. I was sharing with you that we're really lucky that we're across the street from Washington Elementary, and we take advantage of that opportunity. You have some photos here of some events that just happened in March. We had, instead of just having a regular Dr. Seuss Day on March 2nd, that's right across America, we had right across the street. So we had our 7th and 8th grade students go across the street with the, I want to say pre-K, but it's not pre-K, the transitional K, the TK kids, and they got to read to them. And then on March 14th, which we call Pi Day, because 3.14 is a very important number in math, we had students in the 5th grade meet with our advanced math students, and they had to do a series of activities on their Chromebooks that were like an escape room, and they had to do some math in order to be able to successfully exit that escape room. So we want the students not only to develop at the middle school level, but also know that they are leaders in their community. They see these students that are younger than them coming at arrival time and at departure because we share the same community. They need to trust in them, and they also need to be mentors to them. And so we're trying to foster as many activities as we can where they can make connections and start developing those leadership skills. And with that, I'm going to pass the mic over to Ms. Hollins. We are very lucky at HMS that we have a counselor dedicated specifically to the 6th grade and to their needs, so that we can make sure that they start 6th grade off right and they have a great middle school experience.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Hollins. As Ms. Castellano said, I am the 6th grade counselor. Raise your hand, my students in the room, if you're a little bit nervous to go into middle school. Nobody? You guys are a little bit, okay, thank you. Maybe not too nervous yet, but as it gets closer, I'm sure there's going to be some nervous feelings, maybe some anxieties. So we are really excited because we started a program this school year called WEB. What WEB is it stands for Where Everybody Belongs. And it is a program that we have where we train our 8th graders, and they partner with our incoming 6th graders to help them feel more welcome on campus. Sometimes the 8th graders can be kind of scary, so and just middle school in general. So having these 8th graders really welcoming you guys. We do an orientation, so we'll have different icebreaker games.
team building activities, and then they'll also take you on a tour of the campus. So it's just a really good first day on campus that you get to meet some 8th graders and feel a little bit more comfortable coming on our campus. And then we'll also have different activities throughout the school year with those 8th graders as well. These are just some pictures. The top picture is our web leaders from this school year, so you can see that they all have matching shirts. The picture in the middle is during orientation when they came back from their tour, so they took group pictures together. And then those 2 bottom pictures are the different activities that they did during orientation. We also have lots of lunchtime activities. We feel that it's super important that not only are you in the classroom learning, but that you get to go out and have fun. One of the sad parts about middle school is that there's no more recess, but we still try to keep things exciting for you guys and have lots of opportunities for you. So we do have Gear Up that comes on campus and does a lot of fun activities with our students. We also have a Creativity for Change club. They do lots of fun activities. You can see there's a picture down there with different Post-it notes. So during Creativity for Change, all of the students came up with 100 ways to be kind. And then we posted that on a bulletin board right out front. We also have different activities in the library. We have different spirit weeks. In February, we did a kindness week. So there's lots of fun activities for the students to participate in. We also have a club called MESA. MESA stands for Math, Engineering, and Science Achievement. This is for all of our students that love STEM. So they get to do lots of really cool projects. They also get to go to different competitions. We just had an 8th grader that won 2nd place in the MESA competition. We also partner with the high school HMSA. Both of their MESA clubs get to work on projects together, and it's a really good opportunity if you love STEM. We also have an ecology club on campus. This is run by one of our 7th grade teachers. We have a garden on campus, so the ecology club keeps the garden looking beautiful. We also have an event that's coming up called Souls for Souls, which is where the ecology club gets the whole school involved with collecting gently worn shoes, and then they donate those shoes to other countries for people that need shoes. We also have art club, chess club, student advisory, and Best Buddies. Best Buddies is similar to the friendship club at Bud Carson. We have volunteers that will get together once a month with our special day class. They'll have lunch with them and they do different activities with them. So you can see down here in the middle, that was our Best Buddies Club. So they made headbands around St. Patrick's Day. We also have athletics, which is super exciting. Around COVID time, we did not get to have athletics, so they're back. We won a couple of championships, which is exciting. In the fall, we have flag football and girls volleyball. Winter, we have boys and girls basketball. And then in the spring, we have boys and girls soccer and boys volleyball as well. If you are not into sports, that's okay. You can still go to all the games and support your friends, and it's really fun to see everyone out there and cheering on for your friends. Here's just some more pictures of our athletic teams. On the top here, we included a picture. We got a donation from Kellogg's. It was a $10,000 donation, and that went directly to our sports teams. A couple of upcoming dates that we wanted to share with all of you. On June 6th, we will be having a walking field trip for our students who go to Ramona and Eucalyptus. They'll come over to our campus, they'll watch our middle schoolers do their talent show, and then they can get a tour of the campus. And then we will also have our web orientation on August 13th. If you decide to come to HMS, you'll be receiving those letters in the mail just as reminders. Thank you.
Well, hello, welcome. 5th graders, are you ready for middle school? Are you ready? I know you love your elementary schools, don't you? It's going to be sad to leave, but then you're going to be so thrilled and happy once you get over here to Prairie Vista, or Bud Carson, or HMS. All right, so this is our school. You've seen how large it is. We're on 8 acres. 8 acres of learning, performing, and social emotional well-being, okay? And athletics and fun. Our academy is a visual and performing arts academy. Who knows what that is? Raise your hand. Visual arts, performing arts, lots of exposure to the arts, because we know that it has a really positive impact on learning to be exposed to the arts world. So we have an exploratory rotation, like a wheel, and our 6th graders come in, and for the most part, they participate in this type of rotation. We have piano, and we have keyboarding. We have, that class is taught by our teacher, who has a doctorate from USC in piano. And he also teaches language arts and social studies. Could end up in that class, okay? And we also have theater arts, if you like to act, and we have dancing. Who likes to dance? We have all different types of dancing. It's a lot of fun. And then we have visual arts, okay? We have music. Our general music class is playing the ukulele. You guys know what a ukulele is, right? Okay? And then we have a Spanish class, but that's more for our 7th and 8th graders. And then we occasionally have a humanities class. We also have diagnostic screening in language arts to make sure that our students who need extra support in language arts get those literacy skills, and they may have a section for language arts support. So we have advanced classes in our Visual and Performing Arts Academy. We have piano, we have a grand piano in our library, and our advanced students play that during recitals, particularly in the 2nd and 3rd trimester. And then when parents come for recitals in the 3 trimesters in the general music, the general piano class, then the parents go up onto the 3rd floor where our 6th graders are at, and they're able to watch their children perform in a recital on all of our Roland keyboards. We have advanced dance, and I'm going to show you some pictures of dancing pretty soon. Our advanced dance class participates within our school community, but also out in the community. Like our dance kids participated in the Hawthorne Centennial, okay, that parade. Who went to that parade? Do you remember that parade, you guys? So they performed in that parade. We just performed in the STEAM Expo. If you were able to come to our STEAM Expo, that was hosted right here at home of the Panthers. All right, and they participate in the Take Part Festival every year at Lusinger High School, and our Take Part Festival is coming up on May 4th. So if you want to go see some cool performances, then go to Lusinger on May 4th, and you will start seeing our kids perform starting around 10:15 a.m., okay? We have band. So when students enter the music classes in the 6th grade, then they start progressing. And a lot of students will say, hey, I really love, playing an instrument. Maybe I want to play the upright bass, and maybe I want to play, play percussion. I want to play on the drums, or maybe I want to play a violin. Maybe I want to play a clarinet or a flute. And then they start progressing, and then by the time they're in the 7th and then 8th grade, then they can be in the band or the orchestra. And our teacher for band and orchestra is also a professional musician, along with our piano teacher, who is a professional musician, and they play out in the community, and our band teacher also plays in a symphony. We have, of course, our award assemblies for our grade point average principals list and honor roll, and those are very fun, and we like to celebrate the achievements of our students and, let them really try and strive to do the best that they can do. So we like to honor them. Here are some pictures of our performances. At the bottom, this is our advanced dance, and they're performing some Polynesian routines, and that's at our STEAM Expo that we just had. And then this is one of our students on trumpet in the upper right corner. We recently shot a movie here at our school. So we shot a short film, okay? And we partnered with a group called Cinemagic. And they come from Ireland. And when they come here, then they gather all of the industry leads, the director, the fashion department, design department, and cinematographers. And so we all shot a movie. We had 20 students who were nominated to work behind the scenes of this film. And then some of the students actually participated in the film as well. It was great. It was a unique opportunity, and we shot the film over a weekend, and it'll be released in the next couple of months. So we were very proud of our students, for trying really hard and working behind the camera and working behind, the lighting department, the grip department, and then performing in front of the camera. So they rented a piano and put it in the middle of our quad area, and one of our advanced piano students played the piano, and you could see that they're shooting her, right? Film shooting her in the film, right here. So it was a really nice culminating experience in the end. Just lots of fun. So a lot of unique opportunities like that in the arts world come up that we like to embrace and expose our students to, and have our students participate in those wonderful opportunities. Lots of fun for them. And 4 of them are going to participate on stage in June at the Fairmont Hotel in a big gala that we're going to have when they show all of the films that Cinemagic have created. This is just an example of some of our works in our fine arts room. And our teacher is also an artist, right? An artist. So if you come to take part on May 4th, you're going to see a whole gallery, not just Prairie Vista examples of artistic works, but artistic examples from other schools in our district as well. So it'd be great to see you out there. We also have the AVID program for college and career readiness. Our students just took a field trip in the 7th grade to the Getty Villa, okay, over in Malibu. So they had a good time over there. They create projects, they have service hours, they have tutorials, and then they have a fun parent night with activities. So they really learn and work really hard during the year, and then they get rewarded as well. And we have the Math and Engineering and Science Achievement Club, just like our other schools do. We recently participated in the USC competition and took first place in the cargo glider competition. So we're proud of that. We're proud of all of our kids for their participation in the club, which is very popular, and also in the USC competition. But we also had an exhibit at our STEAM Expo that we recently had. So Mesa is a great opportunity for kids. And that's after school, okay? And then 5 of the kids are gonna go to Catalina in another week. And we have sports activities here as well. Okay, we have teams, volleyball and soccer, basketball. And then if you can see our cycle studio over here, right? We have a unique cycle studio here at school for our PE classes, and they rotate in, and then the kids get up on those bicycles and they cycle, and then we have an interactive board just like this one right here. And then when the kids are cycling, doing monotonous exercise, it can be boring, right? But not here, not in our school, it's not boring, because we show the kids riding through the Swiss Alps, okay, or the Italian Alps. And then when it's time for them to, start learning a little bit more about anatomy, then we'll have kids shout out, important organs or muscles in the body. So the interactive boards are really special because you can show and do anything with them, right? And if kids need a refresher on their times tables, right, their math facts, we call them, then they'll be cycling and at the same time start shouting out their multiplication facts. So, the teachers try to make it fun, the exercise fun for the kids. And we also have a really great family fitness night here at Prairie Vista every year. And we have a lot of people, at least 150 parents come out for our family fitness night. So just lots of unique opportunities and lots of fun, and all three middle schools welcome you. And like they were saying, all three schools have positive incentive behavior supports and awards for that. And we also are all schools to watch. So we're very honored to have been the recipients for that very special recognition. We're three of the only schools in this state of California to have that going on. So once again, thank you guys all for coming out. And if you have questions, I know Mr. Ms. Alice is going to go over some questions and stuff. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you to our three wonderful principals, and you all heard all the wonderful things happening at the middle school. So what's your next step? Parent, what's my middle school? How many of you know what middle school you are attending? A few, okay, not a lot, but a few of you. Some of you know where you're attending, others don't. Okay, so parents, we are very happy that you're here, that we have a website, our district website, www.hawthorne.k12.ca.us. We could go, I'm gonna demonstrate right now, you can locate what school is your home school. So automatically, all the students are going to go to the school depending on the area that you live. But, according to the address where you live, that's the school that you will be attending. But we do have a program, open enrollment, that if you want to go to another school that is not your home school, you could apply for the open enrollment. So first of all, let me just explain, how do I locate my school? What school I belong to? I'm going to go to the district website. So you go to the district website, and you go here to schools, and you hit enroll. Oops. Once you hit enroll, you're going to scroll down. And here in this section, you have enrollment requirements, and you see this button, locate my school. You're going to click on locate my school. This blue box is our city of Hawthorne. I am going to click over here. I want to know what's my middle school, our three middle schools, Bud Carson, Hawthorne, and Prairie. Does somebody want to share their address so I can put it up there? Just so if you don't know what your school is, if not, I'll just put an address. So right here, 3744 West 139th Street. I click, I put my address, and then it'll let you know which one is your school. So for this address, the school is Bud Carson. So that, parents, that's how you're going to locate. If you don't know what is your school of residence, that's how you're going to locate your school. Locate my school, put your address, and then it will let you know what is your school of residence. Got that? Okay. So that's for locating your school. Parents, if you have a yellow handout, if you are here in our Hawthorne School District with the permit, you will need to complete a permit again. If you don't live in the city of Hawthorne and you have a permit for our elementary schools, you will need to complete a permit. And for the permit, the dates will be August 1st to August 16th. Okay? Where it says inter-district incoming permits. So for applying for a permit from another school district, the dates will be August 1st to August 16th. If you see the next box where it says intra-district open enrollment, all of your children, and I just found out that all of the 5th graders received an open enrollment application. Yes? This week, all of our 5th graders received an open enrollment application. So if you reside here in Hawthorne, and you, let's say, This student is Bud, the address that I just put, their home school is Bud Carson, but they really like instruments, they really like playing, but who would like to be in the visual arts performing school, they could complete the enrollment form to apply to attend Prairie Vista Middle School, okay? So parents, if you would like to attend another school that is not your school of residence, you will need to complete the open enrollment. We're going to have a window from May 1st to May 31st to turn in that application for the open enrollment. June 7th, so you have to turn it in by the 31st to the school office. By June 7th, we're going to have a raffle. The district will have a raffle to establish a waiting list. And then by June 30th, parents will be notified regarding the status of their student's name on the wait list for whatever school they want to attend. So parents, if your school of residence is Bud Carson and you want your child to attend Bud Carson, you don't need to do anything. Okay? Only if you want to go to another school that is not your school of residence. Yes? So again, the enrollment packages went out with all the 5th graders, I believe this week. And once you fill out that form, you turn it into the school office. Any questions? And everything's here in the yellow form. No questions? If they're overflow, no, but as of right now, I think the question was if our schools are overflow. No, right? 6th grade is not. 6th graders, so these are all our 5th graders, newcomers coming in right now. There is space available for everyone. Question, you have a question? You didn't get the enrollment form. If you did not get the enrollment form, go to the secretary at your school site and ask them if they have the open enrollment form, okay? The office staff has those enrollments at all of the elementary schools. And you turn in the forms there too, okay? Any questions, comments for our principals or regarding our permits or open enrollment? Oh, very good. Parents, there's a QR code. If you could this is for an evaluation, so you can give us your feedback. We'll really appreciate it. Thank you all for coming, and we hope you fill out the QR code and give us your feedback. We appreciate you.